Welcome to our presentation, Step Up, Cut Down. We will explore how a simple change like choosing stairs over elevators can significantly reduce electricity consumption. Our presentation will cover the breakdown of this issue, idea, objective, methodology, result, and a conclusion. We are living in a time where technology makes everything easy. It is great, but it's also making us use more and more energy. This problem is felt globally, and here in Thailand is manifest in our ever-increasing electricity consumption. Studies show Thailand's electricity usage is on the rise, and institutions like university are significant contributors. Chulalongkorn University, being the largest university, play a part in this. One area with high electricity usage is elevators. So, how can we encourage people to use stairs instead of elevators, ultimately reducing electricity consumption? And the solution is stair step stickers. These stickers will inform users about the amount of electricity saved in each step they make. It is a visual reminder of the positive impact of choosing the stairs. Key stakeholders are Chula student, professor, and staff, plus the supporting department in Chula. To test this approach, we will be implementing it at pilot phase in Mahamukut Building, Science Faculty Chulalongkorn. For our project, we focus on stair and lamp from floor 1 to floor 3. By monitoring the data and user feedback, we can know the effectiveness of this method. For the objective, first, we have to provide knowledge about the carbon footprint and electricity used by elevator along with their effects. Secondly, we have to launch a campaign and evaluate the effectiveness. And lastly, to calculate carbon footprint related to this project.
To achieve our first objective, the method started by designing a poster to inform the people about the electricity and its carbon footprint of the elevator used. In addition, we also designed another one, which was used for launching our campaign, Step Up Challenge. The next step, we designed the stickers to make it more interesting and persuasive. The stickers include the electricity savings equivalent for every 5 steps they are taken. For example, the first 5 steps taken can save the electricity by the same amount as charging 5% of the phone. Another thing we prepared was survey question, both pre and post survey. We list the question to gather data on knowledge, habits, and preference related to elevator usage. Then we include the survey QR code on the poster. To achieve our second objective, after all material was prepared, we placed poster around the elevators, ramp, and stairs area on floor 1, 2, and 3. A week later, we added the motivational stickers to the stairs and ramp to visually boost the benefit of using stairs. Then on the same day, we launched the Step Up Challenge, which was an interactive campaign encouraging people around to take the stairs or ramp instead. We held the challenge at peak hours around noon and after class to engage as many participants as possible. And after that, we left a poster and sticker placed for 5 days. We distributed the post survey QR codes and did some interview to get feedback for our project.
The third objective is to calculate the carbon footprint generated by this project. For the methodology, we first listed the events and material used to carry out the project. Then we entered the data into the carbon footprint calculation Excel sheet, which was already provided in our class Microsoft Teams. And for the item that is not covered in the sheet, we calculated the footprint manually.
So moving on to the results, based on the survey, the results showed that when we asked people questions about how effective the campaign was in increasing the knowledge about the carbon footprint generated by the elevators, about 93% of the people believe that the campaign could make them understand more about the carbon footprint generated by elevators. As for the effectiveness of the poster and stickers, before we place them, we asked people the question, how often do you use the elevator, ramp, and stairs to travel between floors in Mahamukut building? 67% of the people surveyed say that they always use elevator, with about 26% using them frequently. But after placing the poster and stickers, the results now show that only 36% of people surveyed continue to always use the elevators, and there was an increase in the percentage of people using stairs and lamps to 60%.
So now that we have seen the pre-campaign survey data, let's translate into carbon emissions. Before the campaign, the carbon footprint generated by elevator usage was calculated to be 70.62 kilograms of carbon dioxide per week. So this represents the baseline for emissions prior to any behavioral changes encouraged by the campaign. And after launching the campaign, we observe a significant shift in behavior, and this is reflected in the emission data, which the carbon footprint from elevator usage is decreased to 48.84 kilograms of carbon dioxide. And when we compare the pre and post campaign data, the results are even more compelling. The campaign led to a 30.84% reduction in carbon footprint, which demonstrates its effectiveness in promoting behavioral change and reducing the environmental impact of elevator usage. And next, for our third results, to calculate carbon footprint generated from the conducted project, the total carbon footprint was calculated to be 68.76 kilograms of carbon dioxide equivalent, which divided into 3 scopes. Scope 1 was 0, as there were no direct emission. Scope 2, for electricity use, it's contributed 1 to 1.36 kilograms of carbon dioxide equivalent, and scope 3, covering transportation, paper, and plastic waste, which account for the majority at 67.4 kilograms of carbon dioxide equivalent.
In conclusion, we achieved our goals and the costs are within the budget. We were able to provide knowledge and raise awareness about the issue of elevator overuse. By looking at the results of the poll survey, participants had more knowledge about the effects of using elevators, and they had more encouragement to take the stairs or ramp instead. The results also show a reduction in carbon emissions after our project launch. However, the main challenge we faced was about the stickers on the ramp. Some of them fell off, which might have made it harder for people to see our messages. So to improve this in the future, we could use stronger materials or find a better way to stick them on. But overall, we still consider this a successful project because it shows positive behavioral change, making a good impact on the environment.
Finally, we want to sincerely thank everyone who made it possible for us to complete this project. A special shout out goes to our professor, Dr. Pongchai, Dr. Arwan, Dr. Nontavit, and Dr. Chatawat for their invaluable advice, support, and encouragement throughout the process. They truly helped us stay on track. We also deeply appreciate the university staff for allowing us to put up posters and place stickers on the stair in the Mahamugut building. And last but not least, a big thank you to the Chulalongkorn students who participated in our surveys. Their input helped us create a solid report, and we couldn't have done it without these people. Thank you for your attention, and feel free to ask if you have any questions.